Ride sharing has really boomed into a multi-billion-dollar industry with Uber and Lyft dominating the market.
But you may remember some of the headlines this year. Uber taking a beating earlier, not distancing itself from the Trump campaign, and then how they reacted to the travel ban. So the market's kind of opening up now. Alexander Lewis is here to introduce us all to a company you've probably never heard of, but you should definitely know.
Yeah, right here in Seattle. I mean, this is the hub, and it's been difficult to enter a market already saturated by competitors. But the Uber boycott earlier this year gave this local immigrant-owned rideshare company an unprecedented opportunity to get out and get moving.
Hit him where it hurts, in the wallet.
Eat and die.
I've used Uber for years, no more.
You Uber, you.
The backlash received by beloved rideshare company Uber can be felt through tens of thousands of venomous tweets. The nationwide boycott sparked by just one on January 28th. Surge pricing has been turned off at JFK Airport. Trump's travel ban started on this day, and taxi drivers at JFK went on strike. Uber, they were there without surge pricing, and a lot of Uber users felt the company was outright supporting the Trump administration. The backlash massive. Over 200,000 people deleted the app after hashtag Delete Uber blew up on social media.
The Delete Uber movement actually brought in an upward tens of thousands of customers onto our platform just overnight.
Meet Godwin Gabriel, the Tanzanian immigrant and the UW grad, is the brain behind Seattle-based rideshare company Moovn. The rideshare has been around for 3 years in 9 cities, but since the boycott of Uber in just under 4 months, they've more than tripled their coverage area.
That means that we just have to realize our growth faster than projected. But
does that mean you're hiring?
We are. Yeah. We are a lot.
So what sets Moovn apart? It works just like the other guys, but there's no surge pricing. Customers can pre-schedule rides up to a month in advance. Drivers retain 85% of the fare. Uber drivers just keep 75%, and you can pay in cash.
We built Moovn as a platform that bridges all sorts of people from all walks of life without necessarily discriminating upon anyone. And I'm sure you've heard it in this particular industry, there is a lot of discrimination going on.
Gabriel says folks seeking out an alternative to the big dogs, Uber and Lyft, gravitate towards Moovn's global initiative. The company is second only to Uber in Africa, where they provide services to disenfranchised communities struggling with transportation issues.
We have a unique opportunity to bridge that divide, the technological divide, and bringing in change, meaningful change to the people of Africa.
They say to get to know a business, you have to get to know their customer. Nonprofit manager and Seattle native Adrienne Day says for her, using Moovn isn't a political move.
We don't know who's tied to what. So I really don't have anything to say in regards to Trump and their affiliations. I choose not to use Uber and Lyft, and I choose to use Moovn because it works best for me.
For Adrienne, it's about making another type of statement.
Because it is a black-owned business, and as a black woman, I feel proud being able to spend my dollars with someone who is doing something wonderful, not only for himself, but also for the community. Not only for this community, but also in other countries.
With you all being black-owned, was that something that you guys pushed or put out there? I mean, do you use that to your advantage?
We didn't actually push that at all. The market just defined us, and and we let it.
Moovn is currently in 25 cities with ambitious plans to be in 105 by the end of the year because the demand is there, but there are growing pains and it might take a while to get that ride.
As we're getting our kinks, a lot of people understand that, hey, we're rising up to the occasion.
Gabriel realizes it's an uphill battle, but in burgeoning Seattle, the epicenter of all things possible, there's room to get moving. Well, Moovn currently employs 9,000 drivers across the country. Over 1,000 are right here in Seattle, and they are hiring right now. So we have some information on our website. If you're looking for a job, you will keep 85% of the rate as opposed to 75% with Uber. So that 10%, as I was interviewing those drivers, makes a really big difference.
I can imagine. And you hear 9,000 across the country, 1,000 in Seattle. You think, great, they must be like at the level where they can compete directly with Uber and Lyft, but how does that work?
It is a smaller percentage.
Okay.
Some people that I interviewed said, it takes a little bit longer at times to get rides. Not all the time, but just that, they're working on it. And Godwin Gabriel, the owner, he recognizes that, and that's why they're hiring. That's why they're putting that push, because they've got to meet the demand. People want to use, this rideshare company that means a little more. It's not just about getting from point A to point B.
Well, it sounds like the payoff is that you may have to wait a little bit longer, but you're supporting a really great company.
I think that's exactly it, Casey.
Awesome. Alex, thank you so much.